This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
I believe you can watch us right now, KFAN.com/watch. Thanks to our friend Nick. Hi, Nick. Nick's back there. Hi, Nick Madden. Hi, buddy. KFAN.com/watch. If you want to see what we're looking like and watch us laugh at all the weird things coming up on AI right now about us. I didn't realize the competition was so heated between Zach and Tommy.
That's laugh out loud.
That was really good. All right, should we do a little bit of sports?
I believe we probably should.
Time now for Front Page Sports.
Wait, wrong one.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
That's it. Thank you, Builders and Remodelers.
Builders and Remodelers. Giant weekend for the Timberwolves. They re-signed Naz Reid to a 5-year, $125 million deal. How much is that a year?
Me? It's $25 million a year.
Get it.
Let's go.
Get it.
Hang on.
You did something right.
Thank you.
Then they also agreed to a 3-year, $100 million deal with Julius Randle. Paul?
It's basically like 33.4 a year, 2 a year, 3.5.
How did you split 100 by 3?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, it's like
33 point what?
33.
God dang it. I thought this was a bit. It's not. Damn it.
Well, it's 33 something, because 33 plus 33 plus 33 is 99, right? So you got to find the other 100,000 or million.
Wow.
You forgot.
I thought you were kidding.
No, he forgot what he was talking about.
How did you divide?
Look at it.
100
Look how
by
furry
3.
that bear is.
How? What?
You got 100 divided by 3 and you said 33, right?
Yeah.
Love your logic. You're on the right path. Now, what's the remainder, though? Point what?
It's a question of tale as old as time. It's got to be like 3.
Yes, there.
Did something right.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Thought you were kidding.
Kind of.
And then we just develop some sort of algorithm where we take the remainder of all that and put it into a different fund.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we'll just round it off and put it into a separate bank account.
Yeah,
I think they tried this in one of the Superman movies.
I'll take all the half pennies.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what they
fractions of a penny.
That's what they did in Office Space.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. You in, Sauce?
What?
Are you in?
Sure.
No, he gets that question all the time.
Yeah, I hate that question.
Oh man, I had a situation on Twin Cities Live the other day. It hurt my brain not to say
something power trip-ish.
Something power trip-ish.
Go on.
And it was in it was like that's what she said, but I was going to switch it and say that's what he said.
Yeah.
And it would have worked so well
on this show,
on
but
this show,
not on your show. What was it? Do you remember? You can set it up. You can say it on this show.
Yeah. So we were talking about all the Pride weekend events, and Elizabeth was saying, she was trying to make sure she was saying all the letters like LGBTQ plus whatever. And she's like, and she said, I got it all in there.
Oh my.
Oh boy. So she took her time to say it, and she's like, "Oh, got it all in there." I go,
yeah. Biting your lip. Oh no.
And I just it
hurt.
Yeah, I mean, you have to filter these things.
Yeah.
And sometimes the filtering the filtering process is very easy. You're like, okay, I can't say that. I'm not going to say that. That one I was like, had to bite my lip. I'm like.
And you almost can't focus after that because you just keep thinking about it?
Yeah, because then I was just wrapped up in it oh man, that'd have been really good. But I would have gotten in trouble for that. And then my brain was going down the hole. I'm like, man, that's that. Thank God you didn't say that.
This would be expensive, but you need a camera off to your right.
Yeah.
It's just like the Power Trip Ben camera.
Oh,
and
yeah.
every time something
and I just glance over?
Exactly. You don't say anything. You just turn to the camera. Your producer flips, and then you get to stare into that camera, and everybody at home knows that you had something like that, but you don't have to say
but you didn't anger
anything.
Helen,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
there have been times where things are said like that, like, and I'll look at I'll just side eye the camera. Just
All you need.
Like, I know,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
Ben, I was told by a good friend of mine who was a bartender at the movie theater I go to, and he said that you had contortionists on a week ago.
Yes, we did.
And you didn't mention that on the podcast a moment ago?
Contortionists.
Were they contorting?
Listen. There's
How
a
were
good
they
reason
contorting?
there's a good reason why it shouldn't be addressed.
Oh, okay. Never
They're
mind
from
then.
Circus Juventus,
Okay.
and I believe they're teenagers.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Got
thank
it.
you very much. See, I was not given that information.
Way to get ahead of the
Thank
train,
you very
Ben.
much. Thank
Love
you.
that. Love
Thank
that.
you
And they
very
were
much.
fantastic, and they were great, but not appropriate.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That said,
Excellent save.
could you do that kind of thing that they were doing? As good a shape as you're in? Were they doing things that were incredible?
No,
It is
You don't have the
incredible.
flexibility?
Tommy wants you to prove it.
I walked in onto the studio set, and they were already there because they're going to be on sort of early, and they were warming up. One of the guys, as I walked in, if I can even describe it, she was doing like a front bend over, like a front over, but not putting her legs on the ground yet. So she was like bent over the other direction, like is that like crab walking? I don't know.
Sort of like anything like this?
She was like arching all the way around.
Yes, but like with
Corey,
her
look at
hands,
this.
but doing a handstand.
Can you see that?
Jeez.
Man.
And I was like,
unbelievable.
what is going on in here?
No kidding.
Boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that is
That
impressive.
person doesn't have a spine.
That's like watching the, what do you
My
call
goodness.
those shows in Vegas? The
Cirque du Soleil.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they're very much circus.
Incredible stuff.
I mean, they are so impressive to see live and up close. I mean, they were doing things. I'm like, how do you even have the body strength to do that?
Right.
I don't get it.
And how do you get into it? I mean, were you like a gymnast first?
I'm guessing
or
that they
something,
were
and then
probably.
you just-
Well, the thing is, like with Circus Juventus, like they are training these kids at an early age.
Yeah.
And so I think, yes, I'm sure you have some sort of gymnastics background, but I don't think they walk in with like, oh, I've done 3 years of gymnastics. They just like walk in like, hey, I want to do this. And then they slowly get them involved in doing all these acrobatic stuff.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Very cool.
fun.
I have to hold my breath to tie my shoes for crying out loud.
You should look into that, by the
Yeah,
way.
that's probably not a good idea. Then
Should
you
probably
might
tell
wanna-
like a doctor that.
Yeah.
I like the shoes that you don't need to tie anymore. We
Yeah.
got the shoe technology now. The slip-ons are elite.
Yeah.
I know we're all getting old, but
Yeah, I
who
wear
wants to tie
flip-flops
your
every
shoes?
Yeah.
Seems outdated.
It's way down there.
Cowboys had it right, man. Just
Like-
pull on those boots and keep on walking.
Oh, I thought you meant like the football team.
No.
They were touchless shoes.
Yeah, they do. They were
Touchless.
shoes.
I mean, that's what they are. You don't have to touch them. Shoes are gross.
Yeah, they're hands free.
Yeah.
Shoes are gross. Why are shoes gross?
Because of the things they touch.
Like feet?
Feet,
And
the ground,
dog poop?
Dog piss,
Okay.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, okay.
My gosh,
Hey.
that got aggressive.
Wow.
I don't know
dog
why.
urine, dog poop,
Yep, said that.
blood,
Sure. From who?
My God, where are you
bugs.
Bug blood.
Yeah, bug blood. They're playing the fine line.
How often do you step in blood?
I mean, not often, but it's out there, man.
When was the last time you were convinced that you stepped in blood? Was it human blood?
No, yesterday. Somehow Winnie cut her paw on something and she dragged it through the house and I didn't notice it and walked through it.
And you didn't care at all because it was
No,
Winnie.
I cared.
No, because it was Winnie.
No,
if it
I
was
cared.
Muppy, you'd have been on your way. You wouldn't
Oh,
be
yeah.
here today. You'd
No.
be at the hospital
Still
holding her paw.
Yeah, I would be.
You
Well, that's
could give
my
her mouth to
Muppy.
mouth right now.
Yeah.
But Minnie, which one? Winnie?
Winnie, yeah. So yesterday,
You woke up.
no, I was just saying yesterday is probably
Winnie
the
could
last
look
time.
like
That
Lieutenant
sounded like
Dan.
the
You
start of a
wouldn't care.
story.
No.
I thought you were going to.
Great story.
I thought you were going to tell some kind of a
and rich.
tale from yesterday.
Am I right, though? Winnie could look like Lieutenant Dan. You wouldn't care?
No, I
You'd walk on by.
would care.
He's got one of those cards.
Yeah, exactly. Winnie.
It's New Year's Eve, Winnie.
Yeah. Cheer up.
That's the title of the podcast. It's New Year's Eve, Winnie.
Cheer up.
And when he's so depressed.
Just staring off into space. Yelling at whores.
Wow.
If Winnie was dripping blood all over the house, did Kel accuse you first of wrongdoing?
No.
What did you do?
No, she stepped on something or caught one of her paws on something outside.
Yeah, in a trap that you set. A giant bear trap. Time to go outside, Winnie. Go potty. Right in the trap. No, you hate that dog.
I do not.
You don't care for it.
No, I do not. No, I do.
Wait.
I do care for it.
No, you don't.
No.
No.
You know what? I'm going to ask AI to see if you like it.
Do it.
Yeah, hang on. How many dogs does Meat Sauce Paul Lambert have? I'm going to laugh my ass off if it just says one. Because we're convinced you only have one.
My dogs are barking.
Well, take your shoe off.
If it says one, I'm going to laugh so hard.
Come on now.
How many dogs does Meat? Paul Meat Sauce Lambert, co-host of the Power Trip Morning Show, is known to have one dog named Louis Lambert.
That's my son.
That's his dog. You guys are dogs.
Yeah.
This entry refers to Louis as his son, but in the context of the show's humorous tone, this likely indicates a pet dog rather than a human child.
Oh my God!
So Grok thinks Louis is your dog and that you don't have an actual son.
There is no Louis.
And you only have the one dog named Louis Lambert.
Yeah, we know you do.
He's your
buddy.
dog, just
We know
spelled
you.
the other way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not so convinced now.
Now we're wondering.
I'm wondering. I've got my speculation.
This is him yesterday.
He has
That's
the
Winnie?
most expressive eyes.
Yes, he
Louis
does, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He does.
He's
What a
adorable.
beauty. What a
Almost
beauty.
too expressive, like
What a
they're
beauty.
artificially generated.
Yeah.
Does he exist?
Like the eyes of a canine.
I'll tell you what, thanks for sure. There ain't no pictures of Winnie on that phone.
Yeah. How far back do you have to go into your scroll, your little album there, to find a picture of Winnie?
you know, when he's just in the background on one photo, man.
Yeah, like a primary picture. Yeah, it just happens to be in the background.
Louis got cloud storage. Muppet has cloud storage. Winnie's got like a bad scrapbook on the coffee table, and that is absolutely the most.
Just Polaroids.
Yep.
And it's like 3. They're all. She's in the corner of all of them, behind some kind of a fence or a gate.
Poor dog's
Sarah
bleeding
McLachlan
all
playing.
over your house, and you didn't even know it.
Look at, he's truly scrolling back. He's trying to see how far back he has to go to
I'm
find
in
one picture.
January.
That's half a year ago.
When he sees the Sarah McLachlan commercials, he goes, they ain't got it so bad.
Lucky. There.
He's cold, but at least they know
December
he
29th,
exists.
2024.
Oh,
Yeah, looks like a shelter dog.
When was Louis born?
A day later.
So this was your conversation of Winnie going, it's over for you, bitch. This boy's going to be born at any point, and it's over for you. Yeah, there's Muppy. Yep, that's probably from this morning.
Well, that's me falling. Can't play that.
When he fell on the ice.
There's There's Muppy.
So you haven't taken a picture of your dog Winnie since December. Your entire son's life, you've never taken a photo of your other
There's
dog.
both of them. December 29th.
Yep. Again, one last run.
That one looks like Winnie just got into shot.
There's Muppy and Louie.
good.
My guess is that December 29th discussion with Winnie was, my boy's on his way. Why don't you see yourself out?
Here's Marlar.
Yep, sure.
Again, December 29th, real close to New Year's Eve.
Yep.
Exactly. It's New Year's Eve, Winnie. You have to, for Halloween, dress Winnie up as Lieutenant Dan.
Okay.
Bring Louie around with whatever, cute little, 10-month-old wears, but put Winnie in a wheelchair. And some fatigues.
When he's arguing with God on a boat.
Take her pontooning, see if she throws herself off.
My God.
All right, this got weird. Headlines is next. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
A Commissioner Cup champion will be crowned tomorrow. It's the Lynx versus the Indiana Fever. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Catch every play, every bucket, and every big moment right here on KFAN. Or, as always, on the Lynx station on the free iHeartRadio app.
That's pretty cool, man. Right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure is.
It's going to be
All for it.
popping downtown tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Caitlin Clark coming to town?
Will she play?
I don't know. So I've been wondering.
Why wouldn't she?
I thought she was hurt.
Oh, if she's hurt, that's different. Otherwise, why not get that cash? Not that she really needs the money, but still.
But
Go
Sophie,
get it.
Sophie Cunningham's going to be here then, right?
Calm down, Muss.
No, he's right.
Yep.
Oh,
That's right.
worth the ticket
Let's
right
see.
there.
Caitlin Clark is currently dealing with a groin injury and ruled out for tonight's game against the Los Angeles Sparks. Previously had with a quad injury that missed multiple games. India Fever managing her injury on a day-to-day basis.
That doesn't mean Sophie won't be throwing people around again.
Right. No. You got to throw people around.
Yeah, Huck's into that.
Isn't she like a black belt or something?
Oh.
I don't know, man. All I know is a little fixated.
Yeah. I think it's a healthy amount, right? I mean, we don't need to alert the officials or anything. Not quite yet.
Well, if you look at my Facebook, it just shows up her.
Okay.
Struggling.
All right, okay. All right, okay.
You might be saying
Okay.
a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I just like basketball.
Hey, speaking of black belts, this is another thing that popped up on my algorithm, and I don't know why. Which means, Sauce, you've seen this clip too.
Probably.
Jeff Ross, the comedian.
Yeah.
I didn't know this until last week, until I saw this video. He started the art of karate at the age of 6, and at one point was America's youngest black belt. Really? That Jeff Ross.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. The one that's like the roast
Yeah, he's
master.
the roast master.
Right? He's
Yeah,
like the king of roast. He's a super funny dude. At one point was the youngest black belt in the country.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
No.
Now everybody knows that.
No wonder he could talk smack to everybody.
Yeah.
Not
Doesn't
afraid.
look like he could wheel kick right now, though. But
No, maybe lost a little flexibility.
Crane kick.
Danielson.
Here's another one. Indiana Fever sensation Caitlin Clark told reporters Sunday she is day-to-day as she tries to work her way back from a left groin strain. This kept her out of the team's last 2 games. Fever are scheduled to take the court against the Lynx on Tuesday in the Commissioner's Cup game. I feel good. I'm going to be day-to-day from here on out, she says. So no word on if she will play. But it doesn't
Is
matter.
Sophie healthy? That's the biggest question.
Again, for the last time, yes, she is. And,
All right.
I wonder in what way are you asking if she's healthy? You know what I mean?
Take it down a notch, Muss. Do a lap.
Now it's time for Headlines.
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. Go solar. Enough of this rain. I want some sunshine so I can, make some money on those solar
Oh,
panels.
it looks nice out now.
Yeah, sure. Check the app, see if I'm producing some energy.
What?
It's super cool. Wolf River Electric can help you out.
I'm not a racist.
Get her
No,
done.
buddy.
All right, Munch.
Gosh.
Starting today, Costco has new hours. Did you guys hear about this? If you have an executive membership,
Oh, God.
Oh, you can get in early, right?
you can start shopping at 9. Everyone else has to wait until 10 or 9:30 on Saturdays.
That's great. Oh, I got to check my
You
card
have
right
one of
now.
those?
Sean.
I do, but by the way,
I do, yeah.
the trick is the executive membership. You get like a kickback. So at the
Hell
end of the
yeah.
year, if you spend a bunch, you end up getting most of it back anyway. So it's kind of a no-brainer if you go there a lot.
Yeah.
To have the extra.
Yet to
That's
have
sweet.
a membership.
Oh, you're missing out, buddy.
God, the only
it's
people on the
times.
planet.
What are you holding off for?
I don't know.
But
I don't get to spend the money. My wife does.
By the way, this is one of the man. This transition is going to be awkward. Think of how many people are going to see that the doors are open at 9, and get rejected these first couple of weeks and be really bitter.
Yeah.
That's not going to be fun for the Costco people working the front door to go like, you can't come in until you can't come in until 10.
Yeah, but it's kind of genius because you're gonna suffer through that. You're gonna be embarrassed, and you're gonna go right over to the counter that's going to be open
and switch it to executive.
Get the fresh hot dogs.
Yeah. Correct.
But I do radio. I can't be an executive.
Sure you can.
You're an executive.
Yeah.
It's not even that much more. Like I said, you get most of the money back anyway.
No, I don't.
Is that the only advantage to the outside of now you can shop 1 hour early or maybe a half hour early?
I don't know, maybe.
Do you have to drive a Saab or an Audi?
A Saab.
Gosh, I used to think Saabs were so cool.
Are those still a thing?
So awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have to sob while you drive a Saab?
Yeah, you just
Why, you want to?
Well, I'm real close on this.
Yeah. He's sobbing in a Jeep.
Oh, come here, Winnie. Let's drive into the great beyond together.
You're going to Thelma and Louise with Winnie.
You just look over at Winnie. You did your best. You really did.
Saab is
Everybody
bankrupt.
likes us equally, Winnie.
Saab's bankrupt.
Saab is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Went bankrupt in...
can't be that far.
It doesn't matter.
Can't be that far down.
It's
the
not worth
paragraph.
looking up.
Yeah.
Wow.
It went bankrupt.
He's still going.
Jesus.
Hang on.
It went bankrupt in 2011.
All right.
That's interesting. Because I've seen Saabs. I see them everywhere.
You just hope they don't break down.
Yeah, man. Can't get parts for that.
They were sweet.
They still are.
Yeah.
How about this for a name? A company called Cloud Climax. That's where this is going.
Yeah, that's really good. Never mind.
Has a new
Wow.
No, it's exactly what you think. Has a new robot girlfriend that costs $90,000. She can serve you coffee. She can speak 4 different languages and have context-based conversations.
Gee, you guys,
What's the point?
that is so much cheaper than a real one.
Oh, my God.
In the long run, though,
You're
think about it.
Yeah.
You're going to get
But I don't want
emails.
my robot mouthing back at me and stuff like that and
Or
telling
do
me
you?
what I'm not doing right. No.
I'm going to need that.
Yeah, Hawk needs to treat
I
him
don't-
like absolute scum.
This is my girlfriend, Fantasia.
Yeah, she treats me like trash, and I love it.
By the way, happy birthday, Fantasia.
The movie?
No, Fantasia Barrino.
Yeah. The,
From American Idol.
American Idol, yeah.
Who?
Come on,
What?
man.
You know Fantasia, the
No,
singer?
I do not.
She won the 3rd season.
She
I
was a
did
pretty
not
big
watch
deal.
that.
Yeah, but
I did not watch that.
I didn't either. She was still
I
a
did not
thing.
watch that. Nope.
You
No
don't remember
idea.
her at all.
No.
Really?
You're gonna see her, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I know who she is.
Yeah.
I recognize her."
Yeah.
You don't remember her.
No.
Fine. I'll name my sex robot David Allen Greer.
Happy birthday, David Allen Greer. So you don't remember Fantasia Barrino?
No.
What were you eating the day that Princess Di was killed?
That was what, 1997? Probably pizza.
That marks.
That marks.
Denmark is trying to solve the whole deepfake problem by letting people copyright their own face.
Jeez.
I like that.
How about
That's good.
we
I
don't
like
ha-
that.
How about we don't have to go through the process, though? How about it's just understood that we all have the rights to our own face? Why do we have to copyright it?
That's a good point.
I don't
It's
know.
mine. What? I don't know. Whatever. Anybody been to Denmark?
No.
Maxo?
Oh, he's not in here. I've been to Finland. That's not the same thing, is it?
No, but pretty close.
I don't think so.
It's close. All right, here we go. Let's gamify this up. Let's try this. The foods that are, according to a survey/study, the foods that are most likely to go viral on Instagram, if you're posting what you're eating, right? Like if you're just, whatever, taking pictures of your food, which is, I know, an old cliche, but a lot of people do it. What are the 3 foods that are most likely to, quote, go viral?
It feels like pizza's got to be one of them. Just as how common that is.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
No. Juicy
What about
Lucy's.
eggs?
No.
Hamburger.
No.
Steak?
Nope.
Spaghetti.
Well, there goes my algorithm.
That counts. Yep. Pasta is one of the 3. Pasta is one of the 3.
Pancakes or waffles?
Nope.
Lobster tails.
Nope.
Soup.
Cake.
Nope.
Whale tails?
Nope.
The beaver.
I think it's interesting why these three are the three.
Snooki.
Cereal.
Nope.
Porridge.
Nope. Put it wrong in your car.
Gross.
Nope.
Diana Ross.
Nope.
What else is
Happy
there?
birthday, Diana.
Hold on, we can get this.
Have we got one yet?
Pasta.
Yeah, pasta.
Oh, we got pasta.
Potatoes.
Ribs.
French fries.
Fries. There we go.
Yeah.
We'll give you fries.
There we go.
And then the
Hamburger-
last one
hamburger?
is... Nope.
Pizza.
Cheese bread.
Chicken fingers.
Chicken. Got it.
Chicken.
So here's why I think it's interesting. Fries, chicken, and pasta. When you think of people that post Instagram food, it's like fancy dinners and stuff, right? The stuff that goes viral, though, is the basics. It's like, wow, that chicken looks really good.
It's
that
your
pasta.
lunch.
Yeah, those are honestly the three things that I eat.
Yeah.
The most shareable foods are
Do you
pizza,
believe?
fries, chips, and wings. So those are the ones that get posted the most.
Yeah.
Pizza, fries, chips, and wings. But the most viral, fries, chicken, and pasta.
I don't mind the food photos that people post, but could you stop with the injuries?
Injuries.
Oh yeah, you see it all the time. It's like, oh, look what happened to my foot.
Follow.
It's like, I want to see your cut up foot.
See, I like that. I like that stuff.
You do? Yeah. No, don't share that.
I know.
Do you
Well, share it with me.
I don't need to see your head wound.
Just at
Why are you
Ben-
following Massive Head Wound Harry then?
at Nacho Libre.
Ozempic is expensive, as people know. So people are saying, all right, I want it, but I just can't afford it. So people are ordering the active ingredients from China
Oh, boy.
and mixing up their own weight loss drugs. And experts are saying it is absolutely not safe to do.
What
Don't do
could
that.
go wrong? Come on.
Don't make your own Ozempic.
I know what I'm doing. I saw a video on YouTube.
Yeah, don't go
Jeez.
Breaking Bad with this. Don't do it.
No. Oof. A guy in Florida is facing child neglect charges after he drove 115 miles an hour while recording a Snapchat. That's bad enough. He's in trouble because he had a baby in the back seat.
Oh, boy.
He had a baby in the back
Don't do
seat.
that.
Little muppy back there.
Oh, I would never put Muppy in harm's way.
Winnie, though?
Weenie, though? Yeah.
She'd be on the hood of the car
Wow.
Like an ornament.
with a GoPro looking back. This is a Wisconsin driving story that has nothing to do with drinking. At least it's not in the story. She might have been drinking, but whatever. It's not mentioned.
Just assume it.
A woman in Wisconsin got distracted while eating Taco Bell and rear-ended a cop at 60 miles an hour.
Jeez.
Okay.
God, Taco Bell whales.
I got to tell you guys a story real quick. Can I? Of
course, yeah.
Because I just got pulled over on Saturday.
Oh, you did?
And I was driving along, right? In my badass Jeep. And a police officer came zooming up behind me at about 100 miles an hour. And I was not speeding at all. I was doing 38 and a 35.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so there was a left turn lane. And there was somebody right beside me in the slow lane. And, like there are two lanes, right? So I just got over in the left turn lane because I thought he was zooming by me. I knew I wasn't speeding. I thought he was going to an emergency, right?
Right, so you were getting out
I
of
was
his
getting
way.
out of the way, right?
Yeah.
What you're supposed to do, yeah.
Right. He pulled up behind me, stopped, got out of his car, came up to the window and goes, "Have you never been pulled over before?" I go, "What?" And he goes, "Why did you pull over here? You don't pull over on this side of the road." And I go, "I didn't know you were pulling me over. I wasn't speeding." So I went over and stopped where he wanted me to stop. And he came up and he goes, "I'm sorry, I was angry, but I just couldn't believe that you stopped right there." I'm like, "My God, man, I'm sorry. It freaked me out. It scared the hell out of me."
So what did he pull you over for?
I think he was checking to see if I was drunk. It's the middle of the night. I was coming home from Detroit Lakes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. And he said that I'd done a couple of things. I don't even know. But I was like, my gosh, man, he was pissed.
Did you get a ticket or anything?
No, I did not.
Yeah,
No, thank
good.
God. Yeah. But I was like, I didn't know I had no idea you were getting me. I thought I was getting out of your way.
Did he wonder why you had your lawyer tied up in the back of the car?
No, he said, "Hi, Jeff."
That's odd.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, good to see you, Mr. Lambert.
Did he ask you to turn down Sister Christian?
Yeah, what were you jamming to? Some Wasp?
Enough, Night Ranger.
Yeah.
Get on your way.
Sir, turn down Sister Christian.
People are trying to sleep.
That's a pretty good built-in excuse, though. Like, where are you supposed to go? I don't know.
I
Pulling
didn't know,
over.
I know.
Just get out of your way, sir.
Right, yeah. Boy, man, they nothing worse though than seeing those lights in your window.
Oh, nothing. Yeah,
except for getting yelled at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would argue, when you're going 10 or 15 over and the lights go, and you're like, God dang it, they got me.
Right.
So you're like, whatever, not the end of the world, but this sucks.
Yeah.
I would argue your situation's 10 times weirder.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why am I getting pulled over and why am I getting yelled at? I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Right.
I didn't have to.
Yeah, it was like I'm finally not doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Can I bring something up that I think can be a little controversial, probably for law enforcement out there?
Okay.
So this actually came up on our show, our Twin Cities Live show on Friday. We had our show down in New Prague, and I'm driving to New Prague, and New Prague's it's in the country, right? It's outside the metro, and thankfully, this is how hockey. I know you're saying you're probably the same thing. Like where we grew up, you take care of one another if you see a cop that's hiding out.
Oh.
So
Okay. Yep.
So I'm driving along, and this guy is in oncoming traffic, flashes his brights at me during the day. And I was like, well, that can only mean one thing, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of slow down.
Yep.
And I go around the bend, and there's a cop sitting hidden in the trees.
Yeah.
Trying to speed.
Poor Anthony.
Yeah. And I thought to myself, like, man, you don't see that in the metro at all.
No.
Right? I don't even know if I don't think it's illegal, is it? Is it illegal?
No,
To let someone know that there's a cop.
No.
No, it's not.
Not
illegal
okay.
at all. No.
I don't think it is.
No, you know why it can't be is Serial do that. Like when I drove to Michigan like a month ago,
yeah,
right?
it'll say, like,
speed trap ahead.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll flat out tell you that it's coming. And again, ultimately, sure, it might rob a cop of posting a ticket or two, but if the whole point of speeding tickets is to get people to slow down,
Yeah.
So
then how can they be mad if other cars are telling you slow down?
Yeah. So I was really appreciative of that guy to let me know. So then I pay it forward, so I go past the speed trap and I flash, the next few cars that are coming towards me.
Zach and Tommy just raised their hand.
Yeah, they just turned around. We're going to follow you around.
Yeah, the only other time that you actually flash the lights is if a semi-truck is pulling around you.
Correct.
And then that way you let them know that.
Let them know
So
that,
If you're clear, you can come in.
Clear that, you cleared my front of my car.
I know you got to go though.
Yeah.
Did you?
No,
did
I
you
don't-
get
not
pulled over?
today.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Did you get pulled over?
No. I didn't
okay.
because
You did
I
not.
slowed
Okay.
down and I wasn't even really speeding, but it was just a conscious check of like, oh yeah, what's my speed like? Okay, just making sure.
Just on 13.
But I'm like, man, this is like something that I grew up with all the time that you just do not see in the metro ever.
I got pulled over for that.
That's
For flashing?
Remember that? Do you remember me telling you this? I was driving from here to Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I was going through the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin because it was after I had a gig on New Year's Eve. We played the next day, and I drove to Green Bay. Remember that?
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
So in a small town in Wisconsin, a bunch of deer ran out in front of me. I almost clobbered them, and there was like a herd of them all the way around the road. So there was a car coming at me. I started flashing the lights on and off like this. Hey, there's
alert.
Car went by me. It was a cop. He come around. He pulled me in. And he goes, "Why were you flashing the lights on and off at me?" I said, "There's a bunch of deer back there." And he goes, "You weren't doing it to let me know that there was a police officer back there?" I said, "I don't think there is a police officer back there. I literally there were deer all over the road." And he let me go, but he did pull me over for that.
See, that's why I was reluctant to really say this because I'm like, I don't think it's illegal. It's just like I don't think they want you to do it.
Right.
Like there's like an unwritten rule, like a driving rule that I don't think that they want you to do it. But I appreciate it.
Yeah, right.
Well, in case of the deer, you hit a lot of times you hit your flashers on. Instead of just like hitting your high beams.
Oh, you're saying like the hazard flashes?
Hit the hazards.
Oh, really?
That lets people know that there's
Is
something
that
coming
the
up.
etiquette?
Yeah.
Oh, see,
that's how I grew up that way.
I wouldn't have known that. If I saw an oncoming car with the hazards on, I'd be like, oh, poor guy.
Yeah, growing up in Old Town,
I'm gonna keep going.
there's a lot of deer out there. Yeah.
A woman in Maryland is trying to manifest a million, not 100 million.
Whoa.
She's trying to manifest $1 million. She says she's right in the middle of it. She told lottery officials this after she won $50,000 using numbers from her horoscope. So she's won $50,000. She's going to manifest $1 million.
Your thoughts.
She's kooky.
I hope it works.
I hope it works for her too.
All your hands up.
Woodhawk.
Yeah, she reads horoscopes. So she knows that
Yeah, man.
Mercury's in retrograde.
Absolutely. Yeah, I need to know what's going on. I never know
Giant
what's
rock
happening.
in the universe is floating around, and that matters.
It's in Gatorade.
Yeah, maybe it
It's in
does.
Gatorade.
Maybe it does.
All right, let's talk about all angles of this story because this fascinates me, and this is all good news. An apartment building. Hang on. It's going to start off with really bad news, and then it gets really good really quickly. An apartment building in Cleveland caught fire last week, and a mom and her baby couldn't get out. So, Good Samaritans basically said, toss us your baby. And they dropped the baby from a third-story window and caught it. The mom had to climb down to get out, but they're both okay. Let's talk about it from the mom's perspective, even if it's your only option. Can you imagine the moment you truly let your baby go? Even if there's somebody, 2, 3, 4 people ready to catch it, how do you let it go?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
You have to, but and then the flip side is...
But the place is on fire. The peril
there
that's
is no
right
option.
there. Yeah,
I get
you
it.
have to get out.
I get it, but I'm just saying, how do you say, I'm going to drop my baby from the third-story window and just hope this works out? Like, instinct would be like, I gotta get down with him or her. I don't know.
I mean, if it was meat sauce standing below going, just drop your baby.
That's kind of my point. Is you have to put complete faith in the person below to catch your baby.
Lieber, you get over there,
or
and
you
catch
might
this
drop
baby.
it to its death.
Right. Yeah.
Then how about the flip side? Think of the responsibility of, you got to be heroic. You have to catch a baby.
Yeah.
Let's say the baby weighs. Let's say it's relatively new. Let's say it's a 20-pound baby. You know how hard it is to catch something 20 pounds?
Yeah.
Dropped from a third floor?
And carefully catch it.
Carefully.
Yeah, carefully catch it.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, even if the kid gets a little banged up and bruised or breaks a leg, for God's sakes, better than dying, right? We just got to get it to the
that's
ground.
A good point, yeah.
But think about that moment of going, am I going to drop this freaking baby? That sucks, man.
Yeah.
Well,
luckily everybody's okay, but holy cow.
Think about the guy that's initially under the window, and he's like, just drop the baby. And she's like, not you. That guy over there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like, what? Like, I don't know. I promise you.
Yeah.
I'll catch it. No, the other guy.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, Sash. You look down, you're like, oh, no, it's
Where's
Troy
Chris
Williamson.
Carter? Randy?
Is that Rudy Gobert? No, the other guy.
Is
the
Jake
other guy
Reed available?
Just drop it. It'll be wonderful.
Why would I say that?
Why did you say that?
I didn't.
Man, that's intense.
That's good. She threw her baby out the window. I thought it could fly.
That sounds like me. Oh, sorry, I checked my phone. Did you throw the baby? Oh, that was a large baby. Sorry, I misunderstood. I was throwing myself.
What?
I don't know. I don't get bits.
You leave the baby on the windowsill and you jump first?
Yeah.
Chris.
Yep.
Sorry, man.
Yep. What did AI say about me now?
No, ABC finally did it.
I know. I saw that.
After 1 year, they are canceling Dr. Odyssey.
I can't believe it, dude. I really can't believe it. And I know that there's going to be protests.
I don't think so.
The show was so good.
What made it good?
Big Deck Energy.
Yeah.
That was its slugline.
You actually watched Dr.
Right.
It's real
Odyssey?
good.
No.
It's real good. Dr. Odyssey fans are crying.
Sauce, you watched all of The Bear this weekend, right?
I did.
So before you give your review, I think this is interesting as well. So we talked about how it's the lowest rated season of the 4. It's in the low 80s now. After season 1 was 100%, season 2 was something like 99, season 3 was 90 something, and this is like 82. So something's going on with the critics, right? It's dropping a little bit.
And the audience score is like in the 60s. I think.
Before you give your Bear review, I have never seen Squid Game. Right? Obviously, the world saw it. It caught fire.
That first season was awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone online that's talking about it, and there aren't many, it's kind of gone quiet, says this third season just sucks the worst. Like,
really?
Yeah. That it was just the lamest, safest, dumbest, worthless ending to that show, and everybody's pissed. And I think Netflix is not getting what they want because there's very few people even discussing it. I think because it was apparently that bad.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. Are we talking about
Squid Game?
Okay, got it. Yeah. I thought you were talking about The Bear. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, he kind of transitioned.
Okay, got it.
Have you watched Squid Game season 3?
No, I only watched the first season.
I watched one episode of it, never went back to
the first one.
Yeah.
I liked the first season, but I couldn't imagine that they'd have anything else to say.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right,
Like, how do you not just do the same story again?
Right.
I don't know.
Season 4, Bear, go.
So the Bear has its playbook. It's got it's got a couple hits it plays a lot, right? The Jamie Lee Curtis in this season is outstanding. There's the last 2 episodes are 2 of the best episodes it's ever had. The last episode is one shot. It's unbelievable.
One shot? It's like adolescence?
It's just like, it's just in one area. I don't want to give anything away. It's outstanding. The second to last episode has an unbelievable 5-minute scene. And then some of it's a lot of fill. They have their episode where they get everybody together, which is kind of right in their wheelhouse, what they do. It's got great scenes. It just doesn't really go anywhere, right? If that makes any sense. The last episode is oh crap, we have to end this somehow, but they do it in a very good way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not explaining it well, but it's a lot. It's not like all the other episodes where every episode is super intense and every it's got a point and there's this moment where everybody grows and learns and that it just is kind of there, right? I'm sorry, I'm not explaining it well, but it's just not. This is why I don't want to.
So did you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Your dollar doesn't. Sorry.
Wow. But they didn't really. It's not like the other 3 seasons, right? Where it's gripping and great. This is just kind of there. That's fine.
Gotcha.
What?
I just like that Chris accidentally shot an audio version of himself. Hey, your dollar isn't.
Well, sorry.
It's like shooting your clone. That popped up.
I want to put him through that.
You wanted to talk about a follow your dollar with, and you shot him. Don't worry, buddy.
You know what?
Sorry.
There's no way 2 of us have to listen to this.
It's good, but there's a lot of fill. That's the breakdown.
I created a clone for this.
Yeah. See ya.
Just do it.
Sorry.
Please.
Okay, real question.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
I saw
ride.
online that LaDainian Tomlinson has signed a deal with Netflix for a miniseries on his life.
Oh, wow.
Is that something that you guys would be
Hell
interested
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'd have to see a trailer. Does he have a super dynamic life off the field too?
in? I think that's that's where I'm really curious because I know a little bit about his background, but I don't know a lot. So I'm obviously they don't just flippantly make these decisions. So they must have gone down his life and be man, we could actually turn this into a really cool documentary.
For more information, Ben, it is a 7-episode docuseries about his career with the San Diego Chargers. So only about that.
Oh,
Really?
That's what it says here.
I'm sure there's got to be his. Okay, so I'm guessing there's got to be
his
childhood parts too.
Yeah, I'm trying to rattle my brain
guess.
about it. I don't remember anything about LT that would really stand out. That was ooh.
The slug line is his iconic journey with the Bolts.
Yeah. I do think it's interesting in the fact that he was in a small market, but a top tier Hall of Fame running back.
Yeah.
So there's probably a lot of football fans out there that I don't know what is interesting about that time in San Diego.
Yeah. He was outstanding.
Well, it's like almost any 30 for 30 or sports documentary. There's so many of them that on paper might not look good, but then they blow you away. So if it's a good story, I think we'd all watch a documentary on a terrible running back, let
Does
alone
he
a
do
Hall of Famer.
ayahuasca? That's the key. That might bring me in. I don't know.
Maybe he did.
I don't know. I don't know anything about him either. But again, maybe the trailer is going to be the hook.
What a player, though.
One of the all-time greats.
All time. Yeah.
One of the all-time greats.
Pretty good commentator as well.
Really?
Yeah, I think he does a good job on TV.
I don't know if I've ever seen him on TV.
I'm trying to think if I have either,
NFL Network?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. He's more of a desk. Is he more of a desk guy?
Oh,
Yes. Yep.
Mus, thanks for your time.
Absolutely.
See you
Love you
next
guys.
week after the 4th. Benjamin, likewise as well.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys.
I would normally say Twin Cities Live 3 or 4:30, but reruns this week.
Yes. Yes.
All right, enjoy your time
Enjoy
off,
your
man.
week, buddy.
Thank you. You too.
Power Trip back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. See you then.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abadab. I love you, baby girl. Enjoy the sunshiny